makeup lovers, welcome back to my channel. Today I will be creating a simple holiday look, so if you need a little inspiration for the holiday season, stick around and watch this video. I'd also like to take this time to just give a huge thank you to all of my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for all of your support over the past few days. I hope you're enjoying these videos that I'm making and posting so far. I always want to make sure that I make this channel as beginner friendly as possible, so we can all be able to do our makeup on our own. And if you are new here, please be sure to subscribe. Make sure you like this video and even drop a comment if you're enjoying what you're seeing. In this clip, you guys can see me cleaning up my eyebrow. I'm using the Juvia's Place Shade Stick in the shade Granada. For all of the beginners, whenever you're doing your makeup and you're filling in your eyebrows, you always want to make sure that you grab some concealer and an angled brush so you can clean up that area. We want nice, sharp brows. Remember that your eyebrows frame your face, so we want them to be symmetrical and as neat as possible. The palette that I'm using now I got from my local beauty supply store, and I'm using that powder to set my eyebrows, and setting your eyebrows help them stay in place and last longer. After applying your primer, you want to go in with your foundation, and always remember to pat your foundation in. Don't swipe it. We don't want to create any streaks in it, but we want our entire foundation base to be even all over. Now it's time to contour. This step is going to define the features that we already have and give us that really snatched makeup look. Now it's time to bring light back into our face, so we're going to conceal. This step is called highlighting, but we're using concealer to do that, and we're placing it in all of these areas. Next, we'll begin to blend this out and just do a double check to make sure that our makeup is coming out how we want it to. Now it's time to do our eyeshadow. I will be using this palette by CoverGirl, and I'm using that gold shade to just tap it all over my eyelid. For all of the beginners who's following along, this is a quick tip. Look at the placement of my hand on the brush. We want to have as much control of that brush as possible, especially when you're doing your eyeshadow and you're using multiple colors. And always remember to continue to use the tapping motions. We don't want to swipe it too much because we want all of that product to stay on top of the eyelid and have as little fallout as possible. Now it's time to add our second color. This is a black on that same CoverGirl palette, and I'm using those tapping motions to tap that product on to my eyelid. I'm using those tapping motions very, very, very lightly because I don't want that smoky black color to be too dark. We want it nice and subtle so we can have a seamless ombre effect. Now I'm going back in with the gold shade to blend everything together. Okay, now we're using that black shade again, and we're going in near our waterline to add that color. You can do this step using eyeshadow, or you can do this step using actual black eyeliner. Next, you want to go in with some concealer on an angled brush to clean up your eyeshadow area. Now we're going back in with that same palette, using that white glittery shade to add to the inner parts of our eyelids to give our eyeshadow a little pop. In this step, I'm using my Juvia's Place Manila Shade Stick for a brighter under eye. And we're all done. Remember, when you're doing your makeup, that you actually have the final say. So if you need to go back and redo a step or touch something up, you have the freedom to do so. Please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and come back for more.